You are a miracle, and you are marvelous. Didn't you know you are the stars of the universe? Didn't you know you were created of them? Didn't you know you are the stars of the universe? Didn't you know? Griff, what's up? Professor Griff, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Is that your single? Nah, that's actually an old Bunny Wailer song, sir. That's an old Bunny Wailer song from Bob Marley and the Wailers. Didn't you know? It's called "Didn't You Know You Are the Universe." He sang that song years ago. It's online too. What's up, Griff? I know. Make sure y'all check out Griff. Griff got new music, got new books, and he's gonna be speaking or performing somewhere on October the 4th. I did share that flyer. Big up to my brother Professor Griff and Soleil. I was hanging out with them the other day. Now, Griff, where's it gonna be at? Put it in the chat. Where's it gonna be at? October 4th. What place? Where's it gonna be? Put it in the chat if you can, so I can share it. All right. Big up to Professor Griff in the building. Hey. Just spoke to one of my best friends since we was children. Today is his born day. Big up to Sylvester Watson Jr. out there in Detroit now, but we from Brooklyn, New York, over there in Clinton Hills, Fort Greene area. We went PS11 and all that kind of stuff back in the day. So thank you for keeping his life going. I know what he went through in his life, and I'm happy that he's still alive, and I'm able to call my brother. We know each other since we was like 9-10 years of age, 9 years old, man. We know each other since we was children, and, you know, not too many people I keep in touch with that I know since I was those age, but the three other brothers that I know and certain sisters that I know since we was children, I still call them for their birthday and to check on them and make sure they all right and do what I have to do. And it's a good thing. I'm glad that I'm able to remember people's birthdays, because sometimes I've called people and their own family don't even remember their birthday. Their own mama. No, well, their mama do remember it, but sometimes their own father don't remember their birthday, or their own boyfriend or their own girlfriend don't remember their birthday. I remember calling somebody for their birthday one time, and she said, "Damn, Simon, you remember my birthday better than my boyfriend." And she got rid of that dude just because. She got rid of him just because. So sometimes when you remember other people's birthday, even if you can't remember their name, and it's not that we don't remember, it's just that sometimes we don't pay more attention. And back in the day, we used to be able to remember numbers. I think I still have a good 5 to 10 numbers in my head that I can spew off. Okay, good. There you go. All right. I'm going to pin it to the top, Griff. Remember, Professor Griff will be at the House of Ogun in Union City, October 4th. 1 p.m. discussion, Q&A about his book, The Birth. It's a new book he got coming out. So it's called The Birth. So if y'all going to be in the building, make sure y'all hit up Professor Griff. He's online right here, right now. If you want to come on, Griff, and talk about it, let me know. We could talk about it right now. I don't mind talking about it. Just press that button and we come on, and we could talk about it briefly about this new book called The Birth. We could do it, and I'll upload this to YouTube after. If you want to come on. If you want to come on, let's come on. If you're in the right space, I just finished doing some minor exercises. I usually work out throughout the day, getting my training on, deep knee bends, squats, keeping this thing lubricated, keeping everything moving. So, Griff, if you want to come on and talk about it, I'll even upload this same thing up to YouTube later on, and I'll give it some more exposure. So let me know if you want to come on. If you want to come on, if you're in a good space. I don't want you on my damn thing. You butt ass naked. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. All right. So just to let you know. But if you are dressed and ready to come on, or in your backyard or wherever you at, come on. Let's do this, and let's promote October 4th at the House of Ogun. House of Ogun. I'll be happy to shout that. I did share the flyer when you sent it to me via email. I shared the flyer, and Man, there's a whole bunch of spiders just trying to create something. They're gonna try to cover up the house. I'm gonna have to knock them all down today. I got some work to do with these spiders. All right, Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, family, today is the 24th. And if you break it all down, it adds up to the 24th again. It adds up to a number 6 again. So universally, this is a good day on a numbers, a mathematical, a cycle day. This is a good cycle day to educate yourself on something new, read something new, because 6 is one of the numbers of education, doing educational studies and research. So when you add 9, September 9 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2025 adds up to a 9. It breaks down all the way, you narrow it down all the way to the 6 again, because and 6 is a number of Venus. 6 is a number of love. You should be very in a day like this, see how you can enhance your love, enhance your relationships on a day like this, enhance your mind through education, reading books, getting Professor Griff's new book called The Birth. Go and get the book. Go to his Instagram and go and get the book. See if it's on his link is up there. So because today is a number 6 day, and the personal frequency of today is 24, 2 and 4. 2 deals with companionship, healing, finding balance in what you're compassionate about. And the 4 deals with structure and discipline and order and learning to focus. So being compassionate but being focused will lead to balance, which is the number 6, which will lead to also healing, which will lead to forgiveness. So this is all, every number has multiple interpretation, both good, bad, and indifference. Every number in your name, in your birthday, in the year that we're in the days that we're in the weeks that we're in, there's all the frequencies of those numbers are very prevalent and very strong. And if you use them appropriately, it can be very helpful as a guide, like I always say, like a GPS. Helps you to triangulate what's going on in your life. And if you use the positive interpretations of numbers and trying to avert the negative from taking over, it can be very helpful. And that's what I've learned throughout the years, because mathematics is life and life is mathematics, and it stands true at every given time. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics. But because Islam is a way of life, I substitute that just so everybody can be in the framework of what I'm saying. And that's the deal. Let me see what's up. Okay, Griffiths want to come on. Let's see what new book, if he can get on. Let's see if I can get him on. I'm trying to get Professor Griff in. I can't see him yet. I'm trying to get him in. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again. As long as my Obama phone works, my Biden phone works. Let me see. I just accepted him. Boom. Let me see what's happening here. Let's see if Griff can come on. Griff, you hear me? Let me see. I don't know what's happening now. It always happens in these 6 days. Me and Griff born on the 1st, and 6 could be one of our challenge numbers. So, so there it is. Let me see. Let me cancel and let me invite you. Let me cancel and let me invite you on. Let me see if I can do an invite and probably bring you in. But if Professor Griff comes up here, we're going to talk about his new book, The Birth, which is timely because, let me see. Okay. Try it again. Let's try it again. If Griff can come on, we can get it on. I'm trying to get him in, see how it's going to work. It don't look like it's working. I don't know. Let me try something else. Griff. I'm going to try to send you a request, and we're going to talk about it real quick. Let me see. Professor Griff, cancel that. Just take that down. Professor Griff, let me go up to that. Let me send you an invite and see what happens there. Oh, man. Kid, what up? What up? What up?
Peace, peace. King
What's up?
Simon. How you
What's
feel,
up,
good
man?
bro?
I'm good, brother. How you feeling today?
Maintaining, man. I'm up with the spiders like you.
Yeah,
So
man. I was up from 5:05 this morning, baby. So, yo, so you got the new book called The Birth, huh? It's coming out. It already is already out, or it's coming out.
no, it's been out for 2 months now. But what I did was,
Right.
first of all, greetings to the family that's listening.
Yes.
Um, because I know I always teach you set the tone with the greeting. You
That's right.
understand what I'm saying? But
Right. Right.
anyway, it's been out for a couple of months. But I started out as an ebook so
Yes.
people could have it on their phones, and
Right. Right.
then I did a an audio book so people can hear it,
Right. 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 Right.
coinciding with what the book is about,
Right.
which is the birthing song.
Right.
And
Right.
then this leading up to December, I'm going to release a physical book. I've noticed that a lot of times you put a book out, people will get it because they love you and they want to support you, but they
Right.
never read it.
You never read it. That's true. That's true.
They put it on the shelf, and then
Right.
and since people don't go to lectures anymore for some reason, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
calling people back to
Right.
the
Right.
lecture, back to
Right.
the meeting place, back to the sacred place where we can sit and we can build, not argue,
Right.
not
Right.
debate,
Exactly.
not challenge, but
Exactly.
once again, so we can build. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting that you put out the book called The Birth. You know, because I'm releasing a relationship book October, but I'm gonna the ebook. Then I'm gonna release the hard book on my birthday, February 1st. But you know what's so interesting is that you're born August the 1st, and right now you're in a 9 personal year cycle, and 9 is the number of birth.
Right.
So for you to put out a book called The Birth, it just caught me out there. It's just like you going with your own cycle, and it just shows people how these cycles still pay attention, regardless if you bear witness to it or not. It's still the mathematics is going to still be real on what you
Well,
really thought of that.
I sit at the virtual feet of a guy named King Simon. That's why I had the number 9 on my ring finger.
Oh yes, that's right. Y'all been 27 years. Y'all was 27 years. I know.
So so the 9 is my thing. We only share we only share that in some inner circles because a lot of this is not for everyone.
Everybody for everyone. That's right. And it's funny. I recall when I seen the 9 on your finger. I said, wait a minute. She born on the 17th. He born on the first. That for the equals 18, which is a 9. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And they had the wedding on the 27th day, which was a 9. I said,
at,
wait a
at 9 a.m.
minute. I was there. I was there. Yo, y'all kept the 9 popping, and I'm glad because 9 is a higher level of love and humanitarian and service. And both of you, you and Soleil, really put out y'all really of service to the community from your own aspect and your own perspective, and that's good. I commend both of you for doing what you're doing, man. I
Oh, give
commend.
thanks. I could have called the book any other thing but the birth, but this is the sound, the frequency, and the vibration. This is your song
Right.
before you become flesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now let me just kind of offer you a challenge.
Yes, sir.
When you're talking about numerology and how it links up and syncs up with
Right.
individuals,
Yes,
when
sir.
you're talking about being born before you enter this physical realm,
Yes.
how does that work when you start dealing with numbers? Because you're not calculating the birth of a child when it
Yes.
actually comes out of the womb, but the time the mom conceives the thought of having a child. How
Right.
does that play into that on a deeper level?
Well, there's sacred geometry now. Always know there's always sacred geometry that because
Mhm.
numbers are spiritual, mathematics is more physical. The use of the numbers, and there is a conception date, but that would be the identification between the mom and the dad. But usually the mom knows it better. That's why I believe why Kaba always said that it was women that was the first mathematicians. They
Right.
knew their cycles and everything. So everything, if according to all the science of the great scientists of even Europe, but also the great sciences of the Dogon, understood that the universe had its mathematics, has
Mm.
patterns and cycles and sequences, then we would have to go even deeper with finding out at what point or time did that mother conceive, or when both the male and female mentally conceived together that they was about to have a child, or she got conceived with a child. So it gets deeper because there's different levels to all of this. But yes, mathematics could also find that. That's why the messenger said mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics.
Right, 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 right,
Be proven at any given time. You
right.
know. any
right,
given time. But sacred geometry is the Visica Pisces and all that. It goes into the refracting and coming into the universe, spiraling in through the womb and all of that stuff. So it gets even deeper than that. But the challenge is not a challenge; it's just a level.
right, right,
I just try
right,
to keep, from my perspective, I just try to keep it from a motivation perspective while you're here on this planet. And like I tell everybody, Griff, I don't care what calendar you're under. I don't care if you're on the Gregorian, Justine, Hydra, Asiatic calendar. If you bring numbers, I'm not going to argue about the calendar. But if you bring numbers to me, I can do the numbers. I can have some fun with the numbers and break and get what I need to help guide the individual.
right,
And that's a beautiful science to use if you have to use it, you know. And I'm
right,
proud that I studied it, and that it started in the 5% Nation, just getting those numbers back in the day, you know.
right, right.
But
So,
you know, where's the House of Ogun located? You say Union City, and what's the address? You know the exact address?
I could pull it up for you real quick.
Right, right.
Um,
It's here in Georgia, though, right?
yeah, it's in Georgia. Right, you're right. It's in
I should
Georgia.
I should be in town for that. That should be a good discussion. That should be good, good.
It's going to be a very challenging discussion
Right.
simply because we've the art of storytelling, we've lost it.
Yes.
Um, so hold on for a second. That
Right.
address is
47.
4720 Bryce Drive, Union City. House of Ogun, 4720 Bryce,
Right.
Brice Drive, Union City.
Union City. I got it. Drive
Yeah,
Union City. Okay. And it's on your website. Where it's going to be? You got your. It's on your links on your
yeah,
website.
it's on the. I'm linking it back up. I'm redoing it this afternoon, and
Oh,
it's donation based, so
okay.
people don't
Good.
have to worry about having to pay $20 a park and $20 to get in, and 20. Yeah, none of that. It come park for free. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? And come in for free. It's just donation based. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's a better way of energizing this whole idea of coming out because we need to come together so we can exchange and share energy,
Right. Right. Right.
share
Right.
share thoughts without having to go through this medium.
Right. That's right. Right. And you know, I just called text Jerome last night because I do want to come and do something at his spot. Jerome over there in Stone Mountain. I
Right.
want, I want to galvanize that spot, you know, because they got a nice spot called 1028, the smaller spot, and I
Hmm.
could start off small upstairs. So we need to talk. I know you've been over there. I know you know the brother too, and I think they'll give us at least a deal for a bi-monthly event, you know, at least bi-monthly, so we can get, especially while things are going to be turning cold out here, at the smaller venue upstairs, because the
Yeah.
smaller venue is upstairs, or we can go across the street to the new small venue, as long as it's appropriate and feasible for both of us. No problem, you know. But
I think I think we should make that happen like ASAP because if we start now, we can build it up. So by the time Kwanzaa roll around,
oh yeah,
you
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? We can get some music, some food, and some things happening. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. They told me to come over there next Wednesday, so I don't know what you're doing Wednesday if you're in town.
What's the date?
Next Wednesday, I gotta look at
Come
what
on,
today.
number man. Come on, number man. You should have a
Today
calendar in your back pocket.
Today is the 24th, and so it should be October 1st next Wednesday. Next Monday should be October 1st. Yeah, next Monday should be October 1st. So yeah, so if
I
it's
could, yeah,
October,
I could definitely meet you over there and we can build.
yeah, because I want to go over there to the small, and if again we could start small upstairs on the in the big building. There's an upstairs that holds 50 to 75 people, so that can be because it's got two different rooms, one with photo
Right.
for and the other one. But also we could hold vendors. If you take that whole spot over, you can hold vendors in one room, and the lecture and the presentation or whatever we doing workshops can be over there because we still got a lot of disaster preparedness stuff we got to cover. We got a lot of stuff that you can cover on different months because being prepared is very important. I'm not paranoid, but being prepared is very important, you know, and
Right.
I don't like to push the scare them things, you know. I don't like to do that. I try to keep people motivated because we've been here thousands of years throughout. I mean, there's supposed to be a rapture yesterday. Please, they've been promoting the rapture for every 25 years. This come up, and for the
Right.
last 1,000 years, it's been coming. And you know, the word rapture is not even in the Bible.
Not right.
So when I laugh at this, I be laughing. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So, yeah, so, you know, Griff, I'm glad that you're going to be doing this event. Family, remember, he's going to be at the House of Ogun in Union City.
Now
How,
let me just clear one thing up. When
uh,
people see the cover of the book, It's a
Right.
pregnant black woman from Africa. People think I'm actually talking about how women should give birth.
Right. Right. Nah. Nah.
The subtitle is dealing with the birthing song of
Mm.
the women of the Himba tribe.
Mm.
You know, it's a birthing song. Everyone has a song.
That's right. That's right.
You
That's
understand
right.
what I'm saying? We just need to kind of reconnect with the self and have that conversation with the creator to say,
Right.
okay, well, what is my song? So we
Mm.
grow up and then we say, somebody might ask you, what is your favorite song? Oh
Right.
man, we snap our finger. We go, I don't know. I like a lot of songs. No, what is your birthing song?
It's a birthday
What
song.
song called you into being?
Right. Right.
What
Right.
melody and frequency and vibration was in that particular song that you, the child, taught your mom, and then your mom taught her husband that brought you into being?
Right. Right. Right.
What song does the village sing to bring you and keep you in line? You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? Why is it that when we were growing up, the village, the neighborhood looked out? When they all said, listen, if you acted up in the community and the neighbor saw you acting up, they said, well, I'm going to tell your mom, but I'm going to discipline you right here on the spot.
Right. Everywhere.
Your neighbor in the village had to know your song.
That's right. That's
So
right.
real quick, the child teaches the song to the mom.
Mm-hmm.
The mom goes sits under the tree in meditation, in peace, in quiet, and listens to the netters, the nature.
Right.
And she's pulling all those notes to that song
Right. Right.
together.
Right.
So
Right.
now the child, unborn now, not yet, the child's not even here yet. The child teaches the song to the mom, so the mom and the child are singing the song together. All
Wow.
right. And
Right.
there's a duet. And then
Mm.
now they invite the father in.
Right.
And then they teach the song to the midwives who will bring the child into physical birth. And then they also teach the song to the village. So the village acts as a support unit. So as the
Mm.
child runs freely among the village, the mom doesn't even necessarily have to be around because the village has you.
Right. 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 Right.
That's
So,
the village is the outer womb.
so, Griff, is there a song in and rhythmic song in when the man and woman connects before the child
That's
is?
that's the same song that the child teaches the mom.
Oh,
Everyone sings that song.
after they connect, there's that song that's the child is okay. 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 I got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
And the song follows the child throughout the child's life. So every important event coming into manhood, they sing that song. You understand what I'm saying? Gets in trouble, they sing that song to bring them back to the center. The child now grows up and meets the woman or the man that's going to be in their life. That
Right.
song is sung. If you look at every important date,
Right.
music songs were sung.
All the time. Exactly. Exactly. And that's why we know music is a frequency. That's why I can probably legitimately say that we are all frequency. And when the sperm met the ovum, it created another frequency. It
Right.
created like the Big Bang Theory. Although we can't hear it in the womb, it happens. It's a frequency,
Exactly.
and another scent is created, another being is created, another eyesight, another retina scan, another fingerprint is created, all new. And that new song that you're talking about that comes out, that makes a lot of sense, brother.
But you see, you just said it.
Yes,
Another you it's a cosmic fingerprint.
cosmic fingerprint. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? That stays with you the rest of your life.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
all of these given important, even at your on your deathbed, that
Yes.
song is sung as a remembrance.
Yes.
You
Yes.
going back to the essence. You going home, and
Yes.
even when you go home, they sing your song and welcome you back in, and it continues the cycle.
Mm,
You
there it is.
are your ancestors.
The patterns, cycles, and sequences keep on coming
So
back. Yes.
you know how many songs we got in the crates, in
Yes.
the cosmic
Exactly.
spiritual crates.
And these songs are sang all over the world. Indigenous tribes here, indigenous tribes there, everywhere. Even Europeans got their own song. Even Chinese got their own song. And that's powerful.
Even when they raised the flag, when I was growing up, you put your hand over your heart and you said the
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Strangled Banner, and you sang the song. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. Duh, 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 duh.
Every the song is always there. It's just that we need to reconnect with our songs.
Our song,
But
yeah.
then at what BPM?
Mm.
What spiritual BPM? See,
What
this is
spirit?
what we're going to get into when we talk about the birth, because it's a whole lot deeper than what people think it is. So I started this part of the conversation talking about the cover.
Right,
You
right,
understand? If you look at the cover is a pregnant woman. The child hasn't been born yet.
right. That's what it is. That's right. I seen it.
You understand what I'm saying? And so we have to understand. And then the book is green, so it's talking about life. It's talking
Right.
about giving life. It's talking about the remembrance of that vibratory frequency
Did,
that was passed down from the Creator to us in the form of song. But anyway, I don't
did
want to take up too much of your time.
no, that's all right. I just want to ask one more question. Did Soleil contribute to the book at any point? Did she help you with the book at any point?
As a matter of fact, she did not in the way that you would normally think. It's
Right,
not like, sis, give me a chapter, or give me
right.
contribute physically to this. When you're talking about being with a woman who's very spiritual, who's
Yeah,
grounded, who
yeah.
actually, matter of fact, she's upstairs right now teaching a class, going through those, bringing those women in those women's circles,
Wow.
cultivating women. The energy in the house that we live in together says it all.
Right. That's right. That's right.
She doesn't have to say a word.
That's right. It's already naturally.
It cultivated me to sit quiet,
Right,
to
right.
even conceive of a song about doing a book about women.
And, and that's what the consultant of the oracle was all about when the men had to consult the oracle before war. Just like
Right.
when we watched 300, but he went against that because he still went to war when she told him not to go to war.
Exactly.
And she said he was going to get killed, and he did get killed. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's very incumbent that we, as the physical government, the man, and the women as the spiritual government, we got to listen to each other so we don't have to go through those loopholes. And still, Sparta got taken over by Persia anyway.
Right. If there's a screw missing on the water pipes in the kitchen and something is leaking,
Yes, sir.
then we know to call.
Right. Oh, I think he froze. I think my brother froze. I think you
Now
froze, bro.
someone's calling me, so I got.
Call you.
So
Okay.
if the lights go out,
Yes, sir.
either you didn't pay the bill or you got to call the electrician.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But
Yes,
what
sir.
happens if we tend to go astray spiritually? Because notice when you broke up with your ex, you might
Mm-hmm.
have cried. There's certain songs that you played. Hell, when you
Yeah.
got together, y'all had a favorite song. When you got married, there's a song that y'all sang as y'all walk down the aisle.
That's
Even
right.
in church, they got songs that you. In every instance of your life, there is that particular song. All I'm asking people to do is tap back into that vibratory frequency, your own birthing song. What is
Mm.
your birthing song?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
And then as you begin to have children of your own, you might want to do the remix.
Now, thanks to Just Asia 217 for that badge. Griff, one more thing. One more question. I know I said one more before. Children, how would you like the young people to receive what you have to offer from this book, but also at the House of Ogun on October the 4th?
This is why I said, let me answer it this way. This is why I said it's going to be challenging, simply because I'm asking not only uncles and aunts and jegnas, not only teachers, not only people that's on this deep spiritual level.
Right.
I'm asking everyone to for just a second, hit the pause button. We need to stop.
Right.
This world is spinning backwards, bro.
Mm, mm,
You understand what I'm saying? So when you
right.
start talking about numbers, King Simon, you could be spot on.
Yeah.
But if the world is spinning backwards, we're dealing with a lot of subtraction. We're getting
Again.
rid of people out of our lives, getting rid of things we don't do, getting rid of that's subtraction. You understand what I'm saying?
That's deep that you said that because I do subtraction when it comes to relationship. If I look at their numbers and I subtract, then I let them know the problems because I subtracted. I know where the problems lie in
Right,
your relationship. That's why I
right.
stopped. That's why I stopped doing compatibility sessions because people ain't really serious. Because I charge a lot to do a compare because I got to do the math. I got to subtract. I got to multiply. I got to divide. I got to add up. I got to
And
know it.
right. And
That's
then
what I.
at the end of that, They might have to get rid of that individual in their life. And are they ready to do that?
Exactly.
So what I'm asking people to do in that vein is when we come have the discussion, if you discover there's some things about yourself that you need to subtract from your life that's not adding to your life,
Right.
then are you ready to even do that? So I'm asking everyone to just press the pause button. Let's begin to reassess this thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's almost like the selector says, selector, rewind, and he
Right.
spins it back.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
sometimes we have to go back to reset,
That's right. Go back to
remember, re-evolve,
right. Realign.
respect,
Realign.
realign.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? We have to do these things. So I'm asking people to just build up their chi, their energy in order to accept the task that I'm putting. Listen, bro, this is not a book that you're going to read and just sit down and let go.
Nah, that's right. That's right. Right. The
It's,
birth.
it's, it's, it's just not one of those things because it's very deep and it's very spiritual.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
And
it's not and it's not a lot of pages.
nah. And of course you're doing you have the audio book to it already too. So that's good.
50, right, it's 50, I think it's 57 minutes. That's it. It's not
Good.
long.
Good.
But you
Good.
have to sit in a quiet place and you have to actually listen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Family, make sure you support, not just support, but become one with whatever he's putting out with this book called The Birth. And both male, female, and children. All bring your children, bring your babies, because if you go in a room and somebody's teaching and the children don't understand and the adults don't understand, y'all ain't teaching. Everybody got to know work and Professor Griff's book is quite easy. A lot of his books, I have a lot of his books. Matter of fact, I bought his first CD collection when he first came out with it. So I still got that. And
right,
but Griff is on another healing journey level now since Public Enemy, and coming out with movies like bands like the Ohm Collective and all that. You see him on a journey, but he's still a warrior because every
right,
warrior has a spiritual walk. Every warrior got a
right.
spiritual walk.
Let me say this as I get off here. It says, what if every child was welcomed with a song that spoke to their soul and
Mm,
not your physical ears?
right.
What if the song that was sang to the mother by the child
Mm,
was sung to the soul?
right.
Where do you think we get the term soul music from?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Soul Train.
And then it says, what if we reawaken the ancestral memory of birth as ceremony and not just this biological, physical birth?
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying? What is it with this idea of gender reveal? Why was that? Why was that even necessary?
I don't
The child knows when the child's supposed to be on the planet.
exactly.
And then they call King Simon. Then we start doing the numbers
Right. Right.
and
Right.
we chart out that person's life path
Right.
via that particular number. So to every number, there's a vibration, a frequency, and a sound.
Exactly.
I'm gonna leave that right there for King Simon.
My brother, October 4th is going to be at the House of Ogun Family Union City. You want to be there. Don't be square. Be well-rounded. Come on out. And there's going to be a discussion and Q&A about his book called The Birth.
If
Man,
people want, if people want the flyer, I can send it right to them. Just 678-557-2919. 678-557-2919. They can text me. I'll send them the flyer, and then we can go from there. All right.
can they DM you too? They can DM you too, right?
Yeah, a lot of times the phone is close by. If they just text me, it'll be a lot better because you know how many DMs I get?
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
sent me a DM while I was on my live asking me to go to dinner with them. I said, I'm a married man. You got your rabbit ass mind.
678-557-2919. I think me and Griff is the only one that give out our personal numbers.
Right. No, me, you, and what's the brother name out of Texas?
Who
I
that?
forget the I forget the young rapper, man. He gives out his phone number, man.
Damn. Okay. Hey, I know we did it. We've been doing it for a long time, bro. So I don't
Right.
know anybody else. All right, my brother. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the new project. Remember, call him, text him. So you want that flyer? He can send the flyer directly to you. Text him at 678-557-2919. That's six seven eight
All
five
right.
five seven 2919. Thank you, my brother, for coming on, my brother.
All right, give thanks. We'll talk. All right, peace, good bro.
Thanks, man.
Indeed. Peace.
Yes, sir. That's our brother Professor Griff. Man, Griff was on here. I'm gonna leave it right there. We had a good time. Today is the 24th. Man, we brought the information. Remember, 24 is a number, 66 is a number of education, healing, forgiving, and it's also one of the family numbers of birth on one side, and 9 is the other number of birth on another higher level. So that's why 6 and 9 look exactly alike if you turn it upside down. So if I put 6 and 9 in the chat, you'll notice what it is. You'll see the upside down or the yin and yang of it. If I put 6 and 9, so don't get crazy with the number 6 and 9. Y'all know how we get in this darn community. But 69, that 6 and 9 is actually reflections of each other. Two different perspectives, but they're all about love, humanity, birthing, family. And he was born, what's the name, is born August the 1st. Professor Griff is born August the 1st. So right now he's personally in a 9 personal year cycle, which deals with the birth. So for him to come out with a book right around his birthday or after his birthday, that's a good look, you know? So he's born August the 1st. Chuck D is born August the 1st. A few other people that I know in my life is born August the 1st. So big up to people born August the 1st. Everybody that's born August the 1st, they're in a 9 personal year cycle. How you use it, that's up to you. How you use a 9. 9 is about completion, endings, but it's also a new beginning, preparing for the new beginning, birthing, higher levels of humanitarian, but also it can be very destructive. So I tell people that are in a 9 cycle year, please drive carefully. Be careful of getting into any arguments and contentions with other people. Take the higher road, don't take the low road. Stay focused. All right? It's just like if you're born November the 16th. November the 16th, that 1 is a 2, that 11 is a 2, 16 is a 7. That person would be in a 9 personal year if they added to a number 9. 2025 is a 9. They're also in a 9 personal year. Also, people born on the April 5th or May 4th, they're also in a 9 personal year. How you use the 9 is totally up to you, because numbers are here to guide you, not control you. So you could either take the high road, the low road, or you could be complacent and just take no road. It's totally up to you. All right, family? So big up to Griff. I want to thank him for coming on. I seen High Heels pass through. And Just Asia 217, thank you very much for donating a badge and, purchasing the badge. And you can buy badges on here, so it is what it is, all right? Family, once again, make sure if you want to be at that event, it's just donation based. He's not worrying about how much you give, but on October 4th at the House of Ogun, Professor Griff will be there from 1 p.m. All right. And that's you can call him and he'll send you the flyer direct, or text him and he will send the flyer directly to you. Text him right now at 678-557-2919. That's 678-557-2919. All right. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. I will upload this and to my YouTube channel. And remember, tonight I'm going to be on 2 channels tonight, but we're focusing on the new channel, which is called Numerovation News and Views. I'm going to have a doctor from college and high school talking about what's happening to our children in these school systems. We're going to talk about it tonight at 9 o'clock with Dr. Angela Moulton. I have Dr. Angela Moulton coming in. Yesterday we had Dr. Mukasa Africa Ma'at. I had him on talking about the consciousness in the conscious community. Next week we have A.A. Rashid on the 30th. Got A.A. Rashid coming for the first time on my channel on the 30th. So it's going to be a powerful next Tuesday. We're going to have A.A. Rashid live and direct. Look out for some events coming up in New York. I have 2 events in New York. My 30th anniversary, 2 days on November 15th and November 16th. Dr. Sabi's wife, who started the journey, Ma'a, will be with me. Ma Bowman will be with me on one of those days. Abundance Child will also be there and providing the food. I have Joshua Sarah. Going to have a few other guest celebrities for my 30th celebration in promotion and production in Nicholas, Brooklyn, 1396 Fulton Street, on November the 15th and November the 16th. We were supposed to have B. Dell, but B. Dell wants to come in probably around December or January. So, but he has his new book release on October the 14th. Big up to B-Dell. All right, family. Have a great day, afternoon, and evening. Be safe, be great, be loving to yourself, and remember, love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. All right, take care, peace and love.